focus, and execute.
Would never run out.
Put some time on the clock. Work on some late games.
Reinvented herself to conceal her heinous history.
Damn, we gonna do a scrimmage, bro.
Thought they could run and hide forever.
Give me the ball.
Taunting, catch me if you can.
Yeah, I just don't got enough VC to fucking. I'm like a 78, bro. What's up? Huh? What you wanna eat? I ain't got no food, sis.
Saves her bank balance.
Huh?
Not a wife.
She gets the house, she gets insurance money.
Nigga, be on the lookout on the 28.
A sister.
I wouldn't be on the lookout. Nigga, I pre-ordered. I ordered my shit. He made it. I ordered my shit at like 3 in the morning, dude.
And an embezzler.
From the UK. Once it went live on Amazon, I just ordered it, and it said it went through.
Old-fashioned fuckery.
Ask my girl. She, believe me, I would. Nigga, that's what you gotta do, cause that's when they release it, right? They release it like in the fucking when everybody sleep, and everybody don't even be sleep. Right? Oh, let's go. This shit bright as fuck. They got like, in the gym, they got like windows now. Like giving sunlight. Good deal, OJ.
She was the type of person, she enjoyed life, she was the charmer also.
And she isn't just watching over the set.
You got enough to buy 2 of them?
There's 34-year-old colleague, Jimmy Luna. A lost soul with a short fuse.
Okay, it's only gonna be 600.
Jimmy Luna,
but it's already been, the 600's already been confirmed. So we're not getting that 2,000. It's been confirmed. We're supposed to get the stimulus like Monday or some shit.
And he would do whatever she asked him to do.
I went away from me.
Nikki has an after-hours reputation.
I'm my gaming shit, nigga.
She runs with the rich.
This shit vibrates too.
Of the Van Nuys gay scene.
She started palling around with some female friends that had a lot of money. She'd go out with them, party with them.
I did put him up.
Slowly getting herself in debt, trying to keep up with the Joneses. Mickey was making good money.
A little bit of a difference.
But one job wasn't enough.
Hey, it's still a PS4 game at the end of the day.
Nikki knows about a second job that could help clear her debts. Trouble is, someone else hasn't. Fellow nurse.
Nigga, Vontae don't even have it either. He's supposed to get his shit for Christmas.
The job would be the ideal earner for Mickey.
How'd you like to get even
No, I haven't played with one yet. Yeah, I gotta get my guy up there. I can't go there.
I don't think that people really understand.
You said what?
Really cunning that some people can be.
I mean, he's my job.
And Nikki was one of those people.
This is his address.
Okay.
Mickey's idea on how to get Dwayne's position was not to become a better nurse. Her idea was to have Dwayne's arm broken.
What you been playing, nigga?
Like here. So you do it?
Yeah, I'll do it.
What you been playing?
Sure, he can't come into work.
Dude, the charge sheet is back. The charge sheet is fucking back, dude. Watch. Watch when you get this shit.
Arrives at work, thinking her future is secured. Until.
Morning, Lori.
Hi.
He made that. God, bro. I need to get enough PC. I gotta buy a headset too.
Nikki's now desperate for money to sustain her party lifestyle. And Finn's new acquaintance, 27-year-old Stephen Eldridge, might be the answer.
He connected with Mickey.
Dude, Jono got it, nigga.
Backgrounds in terms of they're both gay. He's a gay male, she's a gay female.
He trying to get it too. Nigga, I was killing Brooklyn, bro. Yeah, and then the coach threw me out and we lost. We fucking lost.
Co-invest in her house. As a handyman and landscaper, Stephen jumps at it.
Put back finish. They don't even let. Oh my god, I ran into the cone. How am I supposed to do a putback?
They eventually sell it so he can make a profit.
There's an older Spanish
They even
so
now.
we had a lot of character, a lot of architectural detail that
I don't remember how many.
really highlights it.
I know they
He was
even
very
out.
excited about it.
Dude, I'm not good at putback. This is a fucking drill now. You gotta do putbacks.
And to protect their interests, they both take out life insurance policies.
No, it's not. That shit is way easier now. Did you watch? Did you watch the gameplay when I played Torrent? That nigga was talking hella shit. I had to show him who the quick match king is.
Doesn't actually own the house.
Yeah, he was streaming it. Almighty Torrent.
But it is soon clear that they are not.
He won the first game, but I won the last two. I was making green too.
He was very mean.
Nigga, the only reason he beat me the first game is because guess the team he fucking had. Who do I struggle with when I play you?
Stephen wants out.
The Lakers, nigga. That's the only reason he beat me. Then I had to get the Clippers on there. He thought he could beat me with the Rockets.
Reluctant.
She's dragging her feet on things, not wanting to do things.
He must have thought I was one of his little friends.
Stephen eventually wanted to get
Like
his
you be
money.
thinking, nigga. I'm not.
This was a big
I'm a
problem
real
for Mickey.
deal nigga in quick match. Y'all better recognize. Y'all better put some.
The solution was not going to be favorable to Stephen.
Get your head in the game.
Okay. I guess.
California,
I guess.
1985. The Van Nuys home
I
of
guess.
Mickey Hermit and Stephen Eldridge is about to go
You
on
doing
the market.
socks?
When 27-year-old Stephen is the victim of a brutal home invasion.
They basically stripped him down into his skivvies.
He was tackled. He was
They talking about it's not supposed to be in shells. It might not be in shells until March.
Or why. He only knows he has to run.
It might not be in shells until March.
broke free in the night. Ran out the back door, stark, naked, running down the street, yelling, "Help me, help me."
Just, nigga, I'm telling you, you always gotta have your Twitter alert on, and you better be quick.
And
I'm gonna look out for the 28th.
As a sad
Nigga, or go on Twitter yourself and find out.
It was
Like,
typical gay bashing. Someone had followed him from the bar and
search up P5,
gay bashed him. And
P5 news.
But it's not a gay bashing. It's all Mickey's work.
Really?
Way to
Cause they be selling some in the stores too.
Everything that she wants and doesn't
Is my eye red?
Her thug, Jimmy Luna, has again failed to deliver for Mickey. She sets
I got corona.
with reinforcements. Brothers Marvin and Dondell leave. But this time,
You watching the stream, nigga?
1985. Mickey will play a
Why
part
the fuck would
too.
you tell me to stream?
First, she must look like a victim. She has Jimmy slice her chest.
What you want me to play, nigga?
She wanted to
I'm not going into.
orchestrate.
I ain't going into the neighborhood.
She was drawing a picture the whole time. She was the Picasso of the murder.
Bro,
She
I'm
was
not
the
going.
artist.
I can't even go into the neighborhood. I gotta do fucking Rookieville first. And I'm not going there until I reach my overall.
Causing a significant hematoma. Hematomas can kill people. Unfortunately, that didn't happen in this
I'm
case.
talking about Rookieville, nigga. Yeah, I'm gonna bring them out there when I'm at my potential. Right now,
And as he was coming in the door, the two Lee brothers injured him.
dude, this shit is so bright, I can't even see the green.
And jumped him.
I like the jump shot though. It reminds me of Jump Shot 27.
Outnumbered and overwhelmed.
Yeah,
Jimmy Luna proceeded to stab him multiple times.
everything's good. Let me get into it.
But Mickey's not finished.
I thought you was gonna get it before me, nigga. You thought this shit was a game. I pissed my mom and my girl off trying to get this. Oh, I get 12 defensive, 14 playmaking, 15 shooting, and 11 finishing.
Next, Mickey calls 911.
It's a two-way skill stretch
She
forward.
does best. Pretends.
Stretch forward here.
Her story was that she was home taking a bath, and these three men, broke into the house.
Yeah, they compare me to Jason Tatum,
Beat her up, and then
Pascal Siakam, and
Mickey thought she was so smart
What
that
is
she
he?
could pull off a murder and fool the entire
Danilo
LAPD.
Gallinari.
But she left out one important thing. The temperature of the water in the bath gave her away.
Nigga, I was playing to his potential overall. And in 99, he was catching bodies, nigga. Moving so quick.
it was obviously much warmer.
He's 6'8".
So she
He's a
dropped
mellow
bath
build.
before she called the
He's a mellow build on the Knicks.
Mickey is making all the wrong moves.
I do, nigga.
Well, I'll do anything you ask. I said, well, would you take a polygraph?
Obviously, they're not gonna have mellow.
I'll talk to my attorney. Mickey's response should have been, whatever you want, detective, I will do. Just make sure you find the person that did
Tune
this
into
to
the
my roommate.
screen, nigga. I did my face scan. That should look exactly like me.
Response.
The third strike comes from the Lee brothers.
What you cooking? I'm hungry. Why you hungry?
They give evidence against Mickey and Jimmy.
I'm tired.
Jimmy Luna pleads guilty to murder and receives
You have
life
some questions
without
tomorrow.
parole.
It's like she
Mom said to do
Jimmy
that.
Luna is a stick or a
And then
knife.
look at Sunday dinner.
Marvin and Dondell is a sword.
I don't think she making mac and cheese.
Those were her weapons.
If I think you could just eat mac and cheese plain.
1990, Maureen Mickey McDermott is found
What?
guilty of first-degree murder and attempted murder. As mastermind, she's sentenced to death and remains on death row.
Mickey's criminal
Green light.
is classic
I'm
psycho.
finna smoke Jason Tatum.
She's not afraid to do anything. Murder, mutilation, assault, battery, lying, stealing. That's the mark of a psychopath.
Wait, I won't. Wait till you.
The world fooled that she cared for people. In truth,
This is the next gen, but it's different.
This is a case of a really
And
good guy.
believe me, I already got the hang of it. It's easy to time. But when you first get it, it's a little difficult.
Now the world knows the real Nurse Mickey.
I told you, Jason Tatum, you finna get this word.
When life doesn't go as planned,
You don't care about that voter meeting.
Marie felt that Willie took advantage of her, used her.
you can always count on family.
He made.
Shooting him, drowning him, killing him off
that, bro.
To die for
Nigga,
you.
you wanna know what my thing is? My takeover? Post.
The Great Depression.
Nigga, it's so OP. Dude, look, you know the drop step I always do?
During the depression, you could probably get someone.
Yeah, nigga, push. I told you I made a mellow build.
So times were hard.
But Illinois mother of four.
Dude, it's so OP.
Marie Porter is
The drop step is so OP. It's a score all the time, bro.
At least she can feed
The
her
decent is
family.
gonna get you pissed.
Marie's
The defense
description
can-
of their life on Beacon in the
Dude,
early
it's no
30s,
defense in this
someone
game.
almost did. They take vacations every year. They own an automobile.
No, I didn't want to shoot. Oh, I made it. Dude, it's like you can't play paint defense. I don't like it. And then I just give niggas room to shoot.
My dad,
Marie's father, George,
what are you doing?
What Annoying was saying was right. It's no defense.
emotionally unstable and getting
It's
worse.
straight run.
George had a revolver that he had used in his last job as a night watchman.
Dad, do you want to do this?
I'm not
I'm flabbergasted to how this guy
was
looks
a
just
danger
like
to
this.
themselves to himself. I know you were planning on getting rid of me.
Now that's crazy talk.
But frankly,
Look at this. My point is
I
that
figured that he might use it.
Armed and delusional, George finally cracks in 1935.
George happened
He
to
wouldn't
be
know what that-
downstairs, and William said,
the Knicks are finna get me pissed.
and what he got was shot in the back.
Is your
Then
dad trying to
George
get the
turns
P5
gun on
too?
his own daughter.
She tried to get the gun away from her father.
What about your
Couldn't.
brother? Oh, get that
She
shit out of here.
got
Get that
flesh
shit out
wound
of
in
here.
her arm, ran out of the house.
Yeah.
Her husband put his arm around her and said, I think I'm finished.
It's just you and Sean,
Of course,
nigga.
did die.
It had to be terribly traumatic when Marie's
Should've
elderly
pre-ordered that
father
shit, nigga.
shot and killed her husband and shot
is-
her 3
This
times.
is old sweet revenge. Cause remember when you was laughing that my shit got canceled twice?
George is committed to an asylum, leaving
It's a sweet
Marie
revenge.
to raise her children alone. But she has some good fortune.
There's another
She was
shot.
$5,000 life insurance now
There's
tackles a
another
lot
fucking
of
shot.
money in the 30s.
To convert that to modern day terms, that was
Nigga, you sleep. And we wasn't even talking, nigga. I know you sleep at like 2, 3 in the morning.
Her unemployed brother, 36-year-old William Capon.
The baby and I want some noodles. Because
Want some what?
they were out.
Want some noodles.
Marie
Hold on.
uses the money to go into business. A candy store.
Did my mom clean the
Hiring
kitchen
family friend, 21-year-old Ralph Gianola.
when she cooked? Cause I know she used the noodle pot for grits.
During the Great Depression, fancy candy is a luxury most people can't afford.
You said you cleaned the kitchen the first time?
Over the next 2 years, Marie's sweet tooth costs her dearly.
By spring of 37, she
That's
has
a
really
noodle.
hit bottom
I
financially.
heard two, but I think it's
Marie's almost in the gutter, but life for her brother William has never been better.
I'm getting married.
He's even planning to marry.
Is everything okay?
Willie, I'm struggling. I could really use some help.
She had asked her brother for some money because she felt like she was going broke. And she did have 4 children to support. William couldn't give it to her, wouldn't.
What you have me do? Cancel my own wedding?
When she was in danger of losing her candy store and the house, I think she became resentful.
Do you care about your nieces? You don't even care about them?
Of course I care about my nieces. How can you even make it about that?
Marie took sibling rivalry to an entirely new level.
Thanks a lot, Marie.
If William won't give Marie any money, she knows another way.
William had $3,300 in insurance policy, and Marie was the beneficiary. It probably seemed to be the quickest and easiest way to get her hands on the money.
There's just one problem. William will soon have a wife.
And the day he got married, that life insurance would be signed over to his wife to be the beneficiary. This caused Marie to hatch a plan.
It's time for young Ralph to win Employee of the Month.
There's no more time to be wasted.
That's what Mom did. He paid like damn near $800, $900.
Wow.
You finna buy it for $900, $800, bro?
38-year-old William Capon and his fiancée prepare for their big day in St. Louis, Illinois.
You're going to be back here in 8 hours.
They were making last-minute plans for the wedding the next day.
But his took a while. He ordered, I think he said he ordered his in November and they came around December, like last week or 2 weeks ago it came.
His sister Marie is plotting to end it.
But his shit came, so I guess it's official.
To help.
Marie was able to actually sit down with Ralph and discuss various ways to kill William. Shooting him, drowning him, throwing him off a cliff. None of it was too bad for Marie.
They have to decide quickly.
She offered Ralph $800 of the insurance money and kill him now.
With just hours to go,
I mean, that's not bad if you got it.
William out for a pre-wedding drink.
You gotta pay rent?
And his younger brother, John Giancola.
Where the hell are we going? Can we pick this up over and get married in the morning?
How do you get to work?
To be married at 10 o'clock. You know, it's just several hours until then.
You straight, nigga. You don't gotta do Ubers to work. And you only gotta pay $100.
Miles out of East St. Louis.
If you got it, do your thing.
I don't want to go to any more bars. Will you take me home, please?
When Marie pulls out the automatic that she had gotten from
You said from StockX.
starts to talk to Willie, who turns around, and then she shoots him through the left temple.
Nigga, I'm not finna buy that shit.
Like it's a household chore.
Wow.
After she
I
shot
gotta
him, she
pay
said,
rent, nigga, and light bills. Plus I gotta get to work.
I wouldn't think
You got it easy, nigga.
yes, it was kid.
I'm finna pay $800. I'm not finna. I Ordered it from. I knew I had a better chance of getting it out the country, nigga.
Very, very seldom. So they thought that was a
Cause
good
not too many people believe that they gonna get their system from out the country. So I took that risk.
10 a.m. the next
That
morning.
shit. I ordered it December 3rd and it got here December 23rd.
That will never come.
William's fiancée, Irene, was waiting for him to meet her at the house.
When you gonna order yours, nigga?
And she had no way of knowing why. Must be horrible.
When does it show you like the time it'll get here and all that?
William's body is found dumped in a field. The tragic
I told my girl I was gonna sell mine for $1,000.
But
You
there will
heard?
still be a wedding.
Yeah. That's how much the bots are selling it for. That's the only reason people can't get it, because the bots. When it goes live, it's sold out, nigga. Once it goes live, it's sold out.
Music, obviously a very good thing.
I'm reporting about your brother William.
Marie threw a wedding party for her 15-year-old daughter because she didn't want things to go to waste that were supposed to be for William and Irene.
Marie's opportunism rings an alarm for investigators.
Which one you getting?
We have a big celebration, and here your brother has been found with a bullet.
That was found in the car you rented. Can you explain that?
You gotta get two, nigga.
Employee Ralph.
So that's gonna run you like $1,600.
Rash on his arm.
Ralph had dumped William's body
You heard?
in the field, and he got poison ivy on his arm. Police had noticed that there was a lot of poison ivy in the field, and when that was revealed,
But I'm not gonna lie. If I still had money from when I got all my unemployment checks, I would have bought it from StockX. I ain't even gonna cap.
Bullet shells and blood-stained clothes sealed Ralph's fate.
But a nigga broke.
He takes his brother and his boss with him.
Ralph testified against her trial. The jury found Marie and Ralph guilty of murder, and they were sentenced to be electrocuted. Marie showed no mercy.
On January 28, 1938, Ralph Giancola dies in the electric chair.
That's a female?
10 minutes later, Marie Porter.
Wait, she bought an electric chair to kill her?
Murder.
Before she was executed, she said that she did not hold any malice toward anyone, and said, "May God have mercy on my soul."
You can hear me? You said she shot her
She
own
had no
brother?
mercy for William.
She
So who
wild.
knows what God would think of her.
The Great Depression causes many people to do things they wish they hadn't.
How much money you got, nigga?
Usually because they had to.
Why did we spend any money?
Marie Porter
You heard?
doesn't have that excuse.
Okay, how much money you
Exactly
got?
what she was doing. I don't think that Marie cared
You got
about
no
many
money.
other people. Everything was about her.
You got like
If
$500
Willie
in
hadn't
it.
been worth more dead than alive, he wouldn't have been murdered.
They
This
won!
death was motivated by revenge.
If we lose this game, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm missing my free throws, though.
When you have money, you can count on two things.
Money became more important than anything.
Others will want it.
He made it. Tristan Thompson, weak ass.
3.
Sorry to talk about your best
You'll
friend voice.
never really be safe.
This might be the true definition.
Lay me, I meant. Dude, and if you don't tell him lay up, bro, you missed him.
1982.
Oh, he is
Dean,
wide
Texas.
open.
Ranching country.
You heard me?
It can be a hard life if you don't have enough help.
Bullshit. I mean, if I
41-year-old
get to the rack
rack
and it's a clean layup, it ain't bullshit.
Problems with the business, but it's the good.
Get in there. Oh.
He's too busy. He can't keep up with all the accounting. Tell me, have you bookkeeping experience?
I never made contested layup.
His wife, 36-year-old Luann, thinks her good friend, 25-year-old Deborah Lynn Baker, is the answer.
I'll give you 2 weeks to prove yourself.
Thank you, sister.
We in the garden, baby. We in the garden.
Jerry's wife, Luann,
Oh, I'm playing at the garden.
to take on Deborah as an accountant, but she had no background in that field.
That's a foul.
Jerry is a tough boss.
You either loved him or hated him. He would do anything for you if he liked you.
And warn
If he
me.
didn't like you, well, watch it out.
Jerry's first wife, Jeannie
What
Walker, says his abrasive manner grew with his wealth.
Nigga really playing cool. You know I could play 2K with you on the game, on the PS5.
If you've got money, you can do anything you want to do. And everybody else
You
can
heard?
do whatever you want.
You know I could play 2K with you on the PS5.
Wife Luann and
That's
her
good.
friend know how Jerry can be.
Cause I got the PS4 downloaded, the PS4 one downloaded too.
Maybe a lot closer than even sisters, you know, and everywhere Luann went, Luann was never without Deborah.
They start to hang out together. They start to go have a couple of cocktails together. They start
When I
to get
seen
together.
Keywan with it, I was like, what?
BFFs.
You heard?
For 8 years, it's a happy trio.
I was like,
Until
what the
1990.
fuck? Oh, come on.
It's a problem.
The fuck?
So his checks are bouncing all over.
This can't be. We're making a lot of money.
Man.
Why are my bills different?
Jerry calls
If
in
I
the
get
auditor.
paid tomorrow, we gotta go to Walmart.
And the CPA said, Jerry, we've got some discrepancies here in the bank account.
Yes, get a headset.
He said, I found about $35,000 missing from one account.
Nigga fucking.
The question is,
You said
was
you
it
were
a
trying to get
mistake
Noodle
or
another case.
embezzlement?
That's what I heard.
A furious Jerry confronts Deborah and
The police, you haven't paid me every cent that you've been stealing.
What are you talking about?
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
he thinks they are in cahoots.
I know you.
Jerry gives Deborah a deadline to pay back the money.
Take it from the books.
He said, you sure better have my money back tomorrow.
Or he'll call the police
He said he was going to have her arrested because she was in debt and money growth.
and file for divorce.
This might be the true definition of a deadline.
As Memorial Day looms, there's
What
no
up, Jabri?
sign of the money.
How you been?
But Jerry has something else to worry
Nigga,
about.
I ain't on the book no more.
Suddenly Gary becomes ill. He begins to have problems with his stomach. He begins vomiting. Lots of diarrhea. Lots of aches and pains. Something's wrong.
I'm chilling, cooling. You know I moved to Atlanta, right?
It could be a viral
Yeah,
infection,
nigga.
but only the tests will tell.
I'm on to my girl.
And it seems the virus is going around the ranch. House guest, 19-year-old Tom Bradley, also falls ill.
Boring as fuck.
Spraying out the juice in the refrigerator.
Most definitely.
Tom remembers it to this day.
He did that.
Instantly, when I took a drink, it started burning. I would say probably within 10 minutes, I was
OD different from living in the city.
He's sick as a horse. He was so sick that they took him up to the hospital.
Sharing the same mysterious symptoms, these two men have one other thing in common. The juice. It's Jerry's favorite.
Well, you've got two people sick. Two people.
I told him if he has it, go ahead.
The juice is bad, but somebody's making it bad.
Texas, 1990. Just outside of Wichita Falls, in the small town of Dean, millionaire Jerry Sternadell's battle with his bookkeeper is on hold, while he battles a mystery illness.
Got diarrhea, stomach cramps. I'm really sick, throwing up, deathly ill.
I might cop that vitamin D.
Just be still now. Be still. The day before Memorial Day, the money had not been put back, and Jerry mysteriously became very, very ill.
Coincidence? Jerry doesn't think so.
We need some help in here!
He tells the medical staff the two women in his life are responsible.
When a person's sick in a bed, vomiting, fighting for his life, says he thinks he's being poisoned, they should be listened to. He's probably right. We're just gonna get some lunch.
Test results confirm Jerry hasn't got a virus.
He had enough arsenic in him to kill an elephant.
The thing about arsenic is, it just doesn't wind up in your system. Somebody put it there.
Doctors now know what's wrong with Jerry, but they can't cure him.
Once arsenic at a lethal level enters your system, there's no turning back. Once it gets into your organs, that's it. Arsenic is a terrible, terrible way to go.
They were going to keep doing everything they could, but he didn't have a chance.
Jerry dies on June 12th, 1990. Soon after,
Can I speak to the police, please?
the police receive an anonymous call from the hospital.
A man has died here in hospital. A millionaire by the name of Jerry Sternadell. He had very high levels of arsenic in his body. I think he may have been murdered. No, I don't want to give my name.
But police have little evidence until a teenager comes forward.
Let's go to the hospital. Then Thomas, the kid who was staying over at the house and ended up in the hospital, he comes forward. Listen, I got sick too.
Tom Bradley tells the police he got sick from drinking Jerry's favorite juice.
Oh, give me that.
Vomiting and diarrhea, just.
Oh, yeah.
Tom volunteers to be tested.
My test results came back clean, so we definitely ingested arsenic.
So cops are interested in this, big time.
The police search Jerry's
They made me
ranch.
do that weird shit.
They find a trash pile, and lo and behold, a cranberry juice bottle. But there's something odd.
That cranberry juice bottle had soap suds on the inside. Wonder why they'd be trying to wash out a cranberry juice bottle and not throw away.
It is a sloppy cleanup,
Inside the cap, you find traces of us.
He got that.
There's poison, but who put it there? Trash isn't the only thing the murderer leaves lying around.
A guy who owns a storage unit facility calls up police and says, I think you want to get down. He had someone who hadn't paid her bill. Well, he goes into the storage unit, and what does he find in there? He finds all kinds of documents related to Terry.
The police find something of even greater interest.
They find a body of arsenic. What could be better evidence?
It's true.
Is registered to Kathy Simmons.
Rose had the Texas name,
105.
but the name had the address of Debbie Baker out in Holiday, Texas. It was Debbie Baker's address.
In 1994, Deborah Lynn Baker goes on trial for murder. Prosecutors argued she couldn't return Jerry's money, so she moved his deadline permanently.
They ain't too good this season. They don't really got their people.
She had the ulterior motive.
I said they ain't too good this season. They don't really got their people.
Deborah also wanted to help Luann, who was never accused of any
They had they
involvement in
run.
the crime.
She did it to help out her friend, and she didn't want her friend to get divorced.
I wonder how many people still gonna be Golden State fans.
Deborah Lynn Baker is found guilty of first-degree murder. Astonishingly, she isn't sentenced to a single day in prison.
That should have resulted in a life prison sentence. But oddly, she got 10 years probation instead.
We were all stunned.
Oh,
She'd been given first-degree murder. Then they come back with probation.
Should I bring it back? The surprise leniency comes courtesy of the jury.
he hungry?
Get away with murder. And in some respects, she did. In other respects, she has
He
to
angry.
herself.
9 years later, old habits catch up with Deborah Lynn Baker.
When Deborah was on probation, she wrote a forged check in another county, basically a violation of her parole from the murder trial. For that crime, she was sentenced to 10 years in prison.
She gets ultimately 10 years. 10 years for killing a man and forgery. It's remarkable.
I feel like 500. Like 534 total.
These deadly women saw family and friends as dollar signs. Maureen McDermott swindled her housemate to death. Marie Porter killed her own brother for easy money. And Deborah Lynn Baker took a life to balance the books. They all put their desires before lives. They had a hunger for cash. They say a happy wife means a happy life. Some men forget this advice at their own risk. A gangster's mall learns learns all the tricks of the trade.
She's as tough as nails. He won't want to cross her.
A material woman knows just what her husband is worth.
She had the ability to know right from wrong, and she chose to do wrong.
And a long-suffering spouse turns the tables.
She was like a little mouse being.
Yo, I'm a join back. I gotta charge my phone a little bit. I'm fixing it, die.
These women can't resist the temptation to become self-made widows. London's East End, today a bustling market hub. But during the 60s, this working-class neighborhood is the Cockney capital of armed robbery.
A deprived area, not much work, everybody poor. Hard working, basically honest.
You want me to swallow it?
Being so
Can I
deprived,
eat it on
of
my own
course,
time?
thrived in that area.
Criminals strike fear into the hearts of some, and desire into the hearts of others.
Linda Calvi is a woman who never met a bad boy she didn't like.
She had a real look back, 60s, twiggy, model, Carnaby Street, but she's a beautiful, buxom-looking woman.
Smoldering 20-year-old Linda Welford is born to be on the arm of a gangster.
She seemed to have this big influence over the men she met, and certainly was never short of male attention and admiration.
Today's admirer is one of London's most hardened armed robbers. 26-year-old Mickey Calvi.
He did all the top jobs. He was what they call a stand-on man. He was very respected, wouldn't let anyone down.
Linda's friend, Katie Cray, is one woman who knows what it's like to marry an infamous gangster.
I was married to Ron Clark, one half of the Quakerings, the Taurus Quakerings.
Mickey's just out of prison. To Linda, his long rap sheet is pure catnip.
Yeah, I'm not sure how you can come into the
And
28.
in that minute, she had Mickey Calvin.
She was
Did I say Saturday or did I say the 28th? I said the
easy
28th,
road
right?
was not the road.
I said the 28th.
Which is just as well.
Oh,
Mickey soon ends up behind bars, and Linda learns there's nothing conventional about criminal life. Not even your wedding.
Mickey was in prison at the time when they got married, and he was handcuffed right way through the ceremony. So that was
noodles in there. Grab the rat. We finna fry her.
On Mickey's release in 1978,
Watch your both finna have a supper.
criminal rewards may be
You
high,
wanna think I'm a rat,
but
please?
the risks are too. During a botched armed robbery, Mickey pays with his life.
Scotland Yard's flying squad team.
She's like, yes, I know.
Mickey ended up turning toward the cop with a shotgun,
You want
and
a
the cop
rat?
shot him first.
With her husband dead, the East End criminal community rallied to support Linda.
One of the big names and one of the most successful armed robbers at the time, a man called Ronnie Cook.
You want a burger?
It's too bad.
Bill Benedict, part young money for Linda and the family.
Linda's never going to be alone for long. Actually, there's something. Ronnie Cook is another gangster heavyweight who falls under her spell.
That is something. He'd kind of really fallen for her and he sort of lavished her with gifts.
He took her to Vegas, with the best fur coats, the best jewellery, everything that she wanted, Ronnie got for her.
28 for his career, he averages nearly 8 boards per game. But soon, Linda is on her own once again. In 1981, Ronnie goes to prison for 16 years for armed robbery.
Ronnie was jailed for his part in the Ohio Strawberry
Linda was completely besotted about Ronnie Cook, and she got to jail that she would wait for him.
I think it's generally a
She had a tattoo done on her, saying true love Ronnie.
That was crazy.
16 years is a long time to be without anyone. So Ronnie makes sure Linda is looked after.
He basically arranged for one of his trusted friends, Brian Thorogood, himself an experienced armed robber, to look after him and to provide her with money. So that he made £100 spending money every week, for instance.
With the Sixers, played Golden State, the Sixers got infiltrated into Brett Robinson, the third for that team. But once again, the inevitable. Linda's famous allure snags yet another gangster.
Once again, Linda just cast a spell completely
Now on Harris, that puts Randall
totally hooked on and got in love with Linda.
He kept an eye on her, all right. He left his wife and moved in.
Ryan not only takes Ronnie's lover,
Randall, who was hot early in Simmons'
but his criminal empire too.
Linda didn't just want to be a criminal. She wanted to be a criminal herself.
For years, Linda has learned from the best. Now she's ready to prove how tough she is.
This operation was very sophisticated.
One of the robbers she made out to be pregnant.
She suddenly produced a gun from her tongue.
Under 3 minutes to play first quarter. First road game of the season for the Sixers.
Open the bag! Now!
Linda is a natural, but soon, like her husband and her lovers, her criminal career is cut short.
Linda Calvi got 7 years and 4 months on robbery. So now she's got Mickey, who's dead. She's got Ronnie Cook, 16 years in prison. And now there's Brian Thorogood, 22 years.
Signing a 1-year free agent deal, and B getting loose inside, getting a piece of it was Burks. While Linda and Brian are behind bars, Ronnie hears rumors of their affair.
Ronnie said they would kill Brian Thorogood. That's what again.
Playing the nuisance role
But
right there.
he absolutely
Piece of
adored
that ball looks like it, and there when Joel puts it down.
Ronnie can forgive infidelity, but will he be so big-hearted when he finds out his mistress's other secrets?
She had been going through Ronnie's loot that she was supposed to be safeguarding like a sailor on a leaf.
Games, wallpapers, access to Team Store and Junior 76ers Kids Club, the all-new fan page. East London, 1989. Linda Calvi has graduated from Gangster Mall to Gangster. But after serving 4 years for armed robbery, she has another worry. She's been stealing her boyfriend's money.
She was fearful of the retribution which Cook would visit on her once he discovered it. Money was gone.
Ronnie Cook is a Linda needs someone even tougher to help her. 35-year-old inmate Danny Reese fits the bill.
Danny Reese
We saw freshman running back try shooting down at age 19.
Who? The one that dropped it for that.
He's out.
He's
He's been out for like
He's out where?
Linda went to see Danny in prison and offered him
Utah.
$10,000
I guess he's a college freshman running back.
Linda will use the last of Ronnie's money
Jordan down
to
at age
hire
19
his killer.
and accidental shooting.
But it's not the cash that makes Danny's heart beat faster.
He said from the moment he saw her,
This is
he
him.
just felt
Remember?
What?
Oh, they say he accidentally shot
Christmas
himself.
to Danny, and Danny was extremely
Look how cold this is. Look how cold it is outside.
Both Ronnie and Danny are coming to the end of their sentences. They're eligible for day release from prison. Linda is going to invite them both
We know
home.
it turned into an argument.
Linda had arranged for Danny Reese to be on a 2-day release.
On November 18, 1990, Ronnie plans to meet Linda
No, I don't
home
want
for dinner. But first, Linda is looking for the warmest of welcomes.
Come on.
Come to dinner and party in Linda's house.
They'll be serving more than dinner when Ronnie arrives.
Do you think I'm 5 years old? And I believe that you really
when Danny
swallow.
Reese came.
I don't
He shot him
know
and
when
saw
I'm
him shot him.
But Danny is not the hardened hitman Linda expected.
Good night, bro.
What Danny couldn't do, Linda was
You
willing
want to come here and
to. She made him kneel in front of her and look at her.
We're going to go fishing.
I've lost the remote today.
This is being entrusted to me.
A rule in favor of the Sixers here with nearly 11 seconds now separating the clocks.
Blake, look at that. You won't see quite miss too many of those. Gotta get it in.
I'm trying to get comfortable with elected.
You said what?
I'm trying to get comfortable with it.
Burgon Korkmaz gets the three, along with Shake Milton, part of a very good bench for the Sixers. They outscore the Wizards by 10.
Nice little compact moves, 1-2 dribbles with a little step back, creates just enough space. Oh, they don't do all that.